poems are in Her poems are in Subterranean Blues, Love Lies Bleeding, and other anthologies. So I will ask everyone in the audience if you would please mute, and we'll listen as Katerina shares with us.
Oh, thank you very much, Josephine. It's always an honor to read for Parkland Poets. And I do have sensitive material. These 5 awakenings poems are about my 5 spiritual awakenings to becoming sober. 1, aghast at the ghost of Christmas past, drinking in the blinking Santas and sleighs, imbibing the twinkling doe and fawn. I staggered through the neighborhood in the unseasonably warm night, each Christmas light a blessing. The mental ward didn't admit me. My daughter safe with friends till I snapped to. Time and cocoa soothed a sleepless, sober week. Red and green swaddled pines lifted my eyes to sister lights, a stellar abundance. White and blue sparkles appeased loneliness, single after my star-crossed decade. The cusp inspired my plea. If the 80s are like the 70s, help me or take me now, God. The word peace lit up a lawn. I hugged my daughter home early, aghast at her toppled world. Farmed out at Christmas, her dad left, her mom trying to get locked up. Rising to help her voice anger and fear, I missed my inching toward receptive Zen. Awakening 2, the other side of the desk. Neighbors plied me with the 20 questions that summer of 1979. After my husband fled my doomed headscape, my psychiatrist pushed a clinic on me, aware of my lies about imbibing and despair that she refused to swim me through the maelstrom of my haunting, hounding past. The only show for the second session, twice fired social worker, I glowered at the shrink and workers mesmerized by the Queen Mother's parade, ignoring my pile of self-pity. I told them what they could do with Queen Mum and stomped out to my rust bucket Dodge Dart. In hilly Halifax, my neglected brakes failed, and I flew through red lights at Citadel Hill, ignoring the cursed honks and finger waves at the crest of a slippery decline. I turned the wrong way on a one-way street, and social services stopped me curbside. I cried in wonder, just a bent license plate. God loves this miserable mock-up. Awakening 3, unconditionally heard. Short walks seemed gold medal worthy. Ah, hell, rising at all earned me the podium. In my divorced and diminished state, I hired a helper to clean my split level and babbled my bizarre life story. Shirley heard, hugging, not damning me, as I recounted 8 kin dying, drunk and cancer struck, before I turned 25. Words flowing on wings of a great horned owl. She warmed to me as is, no guilt, no strings, unlike childhood vultures modeling how to scare off love, nesting self-pity. Her grace-filled acceptance fledged away, survivor guilt, vague shame, but I still denied demon drink, but rigid thought opened a chink. 4, a clearing. Stumbling into transcendental meditation, I stared at the prayer taped to my mentor's space. Sanskrit flowed in, bile out, twice daily. I inhaled healing and health, exhaling a decade of overindulgence, inward, outward, mantra kissing the air, suddenly warm and welcoming, sprouting hope before my desert fried eyes, unaware of my 80s cuss prayer, graced with a few hours of unaided slumber, no booze, no balm, bliss, natural sleep did exist, caressing my defeated eyes, nerves and neurons slowly coming alive, like spring's birthing smells in the air. 5, blessings delivered. I flew west with my young daughter, uncommonly heedless of the size of my host's liquor supply, which they'd hide and I'd find 3 times. Attuned since June to my mantra, that July I opened my heart to the ether, topping Tunnel Mountain, and eased the fear of my daughters that she would fall off. The seemingly infinite Rockies overpowered my doom-filled self, gifting me a lucid balm, settling my overstretched neurons. My irate host gave me the Cracker Factory, about a woman who discovers recovery. The word hope shone on page 19. Later didn't see it, but it was enough. July 19th, 1980. I divorced Dionysus, god of wine, stunned, peak moments, toss meanings on their heads. Victor in total rout, serene in surrender. Grace breathed in self-forgiving love, new life. Thank you very much.